question. One that we all ponder in the United States. It could be a number of different things, you know.
I would say inflation.
Probably inflation.
I would say money. Inflation. Well, I think the biggest problem facing America today is probably inflation.
Inflation. Nile perch.
Probably inflation.
Looks like the results are in and inflation is the big issue.
What is inflation, you ask? Let's find out.
The price of goods rises.
You mean like money inflation or balloon inflation?
When the cost of goods rises and consumer confidence falls.
I don't know.
Value of our money is decreasing, so things cost more money.
You're just like so bloated after eating. Inflation is when prices rise and the value of money drops.
La inflación es cuando el precio de los productos sube.
It's like when the dollar, like the worth of the dollar goes down because prices go up.
I know what it is, I just don't know how to say it.
Inflation is the rate at which the Federal Reserve System prints the US dollar.
This is what inflation looks like. In 1969, a gallon of milk averaged $1.10. Today, the price of milk is approximately $4. And how does inflation work? Let's find out with applesauce. Power sip. Ma'am, would you like to buy some applesauce?
Applesauce?
Yes, applesauce. It's delicious.
Some applesauce.
Before inflation, the prices are low. One applesauce is 1 coin.
Perfect. Take your pick.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Enjoy.
Mmm. Delicious.
Thank you.
Hey, I wonder what's in this box.
Then, money is
so
found in a
delicious
tree.
that
This
I
is
want
an
to buy
expansion
more.
of money supply.
Really?
Yeah. How much will this buy me?
The whole thing.
All right, I'll take it. Well,
With
I'll
this
leave
new
one,
money that
just
is
because
found,
I'm feeling
it is
generous.
used to buy
And
more
rich.
applesauce.
Thank you.
Now
a
Kira
good
has a
day.
lot of money, but not a lot of supply of applesauce.
Broom for sale. Get your broom.
Kira
Can I buy
takes
this
some of her
broom?
money to buy a new broom.
much will
5
it be?
coins.
5 coins?
Yeah.
Here you go.
Now the broom seller has money to spend on applesauce.
1 coin, right?
No, 5 coins.
I only have 1. 5 coins!
He gets upset to
5
find
coins.
his
But
money
it was 1
decreased
coin
in value,
yesterday.
I'm
and
sorry,
his
the price has
purchasing
gone up.
power
It's
went
5 now.
down.
This won't
What?
do.
More people
What?
want applesauce
What?
now because they have more money
What?
to spend. But really, their money is just worth less. In this case, the money was found. The first people to gain hold of this new money are the people that benefit the most. Inflation has just taken place. There was an increase in demand, but a decrease in supply. But money isn't just found in trees. Where does the expansion of money come
I think we're
from?
probably spending too much, and because of spending, prices go up. The market rises to its own level, whatever people can pay for things.
Inflation, it's like when you print more money, money is worth less. Inflation.
The Federal Reserve Board is in charge of printing money. The more money that is printed, the less money is worth. Something that hasn't been brought up is that banks practically can create money out of thin air with fractional reserve banking. This is a complex process where the way they loan out the money is the way that they create money. How do we solve the issue of inflation?
I think it's a complex issue. It doesn't have simple solutions. You know?
If the politicians nationally, state-wise, and in communities can watch spending, everybody wants something that affects them. And not too many people want to pay how much it costs to do all the things that people want and need.
Well, the problem In theory, the problems of inflation are simple to solve. However, when you have a Federal Reserve System that's absolutely out of control and politicians that have no interest in dealing with the real problems facing the country, it seems like a very daunting task to solve the inflation rate. What we have to do is we have to slow down the printing of currency. We have to restore the gold standard in this country so we're not relying on one currency. And with that will come a restoration of confidence in the US dollar.
If the Federal Reserve Board stops printing money, the banks change the way that they loan out money, and consumer confidence is restored, then the issue of inflation can be solved.
The decreased value of the dollar brings us to our next issue, unemployment.
There is a trend between unemployment and inflation. As inflation rises, unemployment also seems to rise. And when there is a deflation, where goods become too cheap, the amount of jobs fall. Although unemployment rates seem as though they are falling, it is a current issue in our country.
My guess is that inflation is going to cause unemployment to rise. And that's probably because if you devalue the dollar by inflating the dollar, the money the employers are making isn't worth as much as it used to be, and the cost of goods will rise. So their ability to pay their employees will decrease. They'll have to lay off employees to cover the cost of the rising dollar.
I think that inflation really does negatively affect unemployment because the decreased value of the dollar makes it really hard for businesses to pay more employees. So there are more unemployed people now.
Well, when inflation rises, unemployment rises as well. When I go to a store, I notice that the prices are a lot higher due to inflation, so I can't buy as many things that I want.
Homelessness and hunger increase, and more people need government assistance. As more people need government assistance, this creates a burden on the taxpayer. There are economic hardships on individual families. There is also a correlation between higher crime rates and the unemployment rate. Problems in the future may occur because young people aren't getting the experience they need to get other jobs. The country loses goods and services that could have been produced. These are hardships in the country that come with unemployment.
How should America get people back to work and lower the unemployment rate? One way is for the government to create jobs. For example, building up infrastructure with construction will put people back to work. Another way is to support small businesses. This way, mom and pop stores don't have to close down. Instead, they can expand. Lastly, if we begin to export more than import, it will put more production jobs back into the country.